Can you see the presentation PPT now? Hello? Hello? I don't know what's
Yes,
going on.
yes.
But can you see the video? I mean, can you see the PPT now? I'm not able to get an answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now, I'll go to some issue regarding the share. Just 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. One second, please. Sorry, there is some small delay because I'm not able to see my video properly. My so what's happening? I don't know. Correct. See, there is a problem. I'm not able to see my screen clearly. Is there a setting there or 1 second? Just my apologies for. So, one issue.
Hello, sir.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
No, can you hear me or am I audible?
Yes, sir.
No, the screen, my presentation is minimized now. What is the reason? I don't know. Is it something which you are doing or from there or here I have to do? Because I am not able to see the screen fully. It's only partly minimized.
Yes, sir.
You can see it clearly there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the thing I have to do now? So this is minimized. How to maximize the screen here? I don't know. Because is it because of my 1 second? 1 second. 1 second.
Sir. Please carry on, sir.
Did you see the video? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay, then I'll go ahead with the other presentation. I'll start the next part of the presentation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, fine, good. All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So you are now going ahead the next part of it. Okay. Okay. Hmm. System is very slow. I'm not able to come out of it.
So you can just leave and rejoin again. Then it will be okay, I think.
I'll do this. I'll try to do this. I'll try to do this because video, you all saw the video, right? Yeah. Yes. I'll rejoin. Probably I'll rejoin. Ah, okay. Now it's visible. I mean, hello? Hello?
Sorry, you can share the screen. The screen is not visible.
Finish, Ram. Okay. One. One. I'll do this. I'll share. I'm sharing. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
One second, one second. I'll try. I'm sharing. Somehow
Okay.
I'm not.
But it's not visible.
One second, one second.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, sorry. The whole thing, that video thing, I think spoiled.
Okay, sir. It's okay.
Can you see now?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Good. Okay. So we have come to, so unfortunate, here it is. You heard the video, you saw the video, and then you heard the comments on that. So this is a report by Infosys, excellent report, short report, Infosys. All of you must read this. If you go to their site, Infosys, navigate your text, and then if you go to infosys.com, their website, you can see this report, a fragmented efforts into the unified high-impact ecosystem. How do we achieve that? So the report says that. Okay. I'll tell you certain things about that. Now, today's, what are the challenges? What are the problems faced by us in the academic, industry, R&D, collaboration? So first of all, it says, I have taken this material from Infosys report. India's R&D growth relies on academia collaboration, but they have to face IP conflicts and certain expectation mismatches. What are these expectation mismatches? I will come to the next slide. Now, we need also to do the education reforms, because we should lead to joint problem solving than sitting in academia or industry. Sit together and we try to solve the problem. A consumer-centric approach. Now, de-bias talent searches, because our views are generally biased about the talents. Very sorry to say this, but unfortunately, still in India, there is no unbiased assessment of the talents in the country or academy. So maybe 50%, 75% successful, but still that 25%, it's happening even in IITs or IIC or higher temples of learning. It happens even in R&D institutions, etc. So you must de-bias. You cannot see you cannot try to identify talent through a colored glass. And also, now you should also build what you call a fail fast culture. I will these are all jargons used in industry, but I can explain to you what is fail fast culture. It is defined as shifting ecosystem from a traditional risk-averse model to a rapid iteration hypothesis-driven environment. You know what it means? Traditionally, 25 years back, 50 years back, industries were running in the first mode, risk-averse. No risk, you invest 1 lakh, try to get your 1 lakh as much as possible, don't take any risks. But today, institutions like Infosys or higher institutions or Google even, take big risks, and they don't care about risks. They are not risk-averse. Rapid iteration. So whatever, there is hypothesis. So we'll get you this. Yes, go ahead with it, even if there is a risk involved. So that attitude should be taken by all industries if you want to have, good growth in the country. But it should be supported by good government support from there. And now India's talent, I has told you, from the publication and PhD itself, we have plenty of talent. There is no lack of talent. But are you tapping all the talent? It should happen to reach where we aim at, so that our incredible R&D potential is used with the right tweaks. You can achieve whatever we have aimed. See, I just talked about expectation mismatch. So it tells that private sector's investment in true R&D. They may say, to convince the government, they may say, oh, we have invested 1 million in R&D. But it's not so really. They're all they are all eyewash. It's a true investment in a true R&D is incredibly low. But they are caught between the demands of deep tech innovation and risk-averse market. The one side, there is a market which is risk-averse. The other side, you want to do deep innovation. Now, it's very, very difficult when you invest your money to come to a equilibrium. And what we should choose, very difficult to say. That is one problem. Now, look at the next two slides, 2 points. India's R&D spending is a matter of concern. Because we spend only 0.64% of our GDP on research and development. Very sad. Compare it with the US. They were spending R&D expense was 2.5% of their GDP from 1980 to 2000. So look at now compare. We are lagging behind, much behind the orders of magnitude. Less than 0.5% of what US was doing 20 years back. And naturally, innovation in R&D will not grow because we don't see everything we require money. You cannot talk from air, you cannot produce results from air. You need to work hard. To work hard is not enough. You need investment for that. That is missing from either government side or private company side. So our R&D, as I can see, because I worked in an R&D institute for more than 40 plus years, then so my experience there is that we were 75 to 80%, except probably ISRO or DRDO labs. All the others are, they're also. They are thriving upon government funds. Private funds is there, but less than 25% or even less than. So now look at this graph, this what I told you, US spending versus Indian spending. What on the top is what USA is spending, and on the bottom side is our Indian expenditure, and you can see that our GDP is growing. Oh, it's going at 45 degrees almost. To the XY plot is 45 degree slope. But look at this, our slope from 2009 at a 0.85, today we have come to 0.65 in 2025-26. So this is one reason. This is where we like to do flip-flop. We like to do the flip-flop here. Okay. So I told you about biometric indicators. Now, we are running short of time. I cannot go into the detail. And I think this lecture recorded that PowerPoint PPT is available. You can look into that. But every gets a point, basic research, scientific excellence, scientific collaborations, intellectual property, and other output gets a grading. And this is studied for 50 years, and then we will come to the biometric standard or determination. This slide, I have talked about whatever I said little before, so I don't need to explain it. Now, what is the status of funding or interaction in academia, industry interaction as far as IT and AI research is concerned? Government is strongly backing it. Government has several schemes like India AI Mission, ANRF, Anusandhan National Research Fund. Now, you also have ANRF, that's the Anusandhan National Research Fund Mission for AI, Science and Engineering. It's a consortia-based academia industrial research, and it can give you up to 30 crore. If you are ready with a good convincing project, now you can get up to 30 crore. Okay, given up to go up to 50 crore for 3 years. India AI Mission, it's MATI. I don't know any one of you have project under this, but there again, a total of 10 10,300 crores layout has been aimed for this by India. National AI strategy has global leader. Our strategy is to develop India into a global leader. So efforts to promote AI research is going on. So our aim is, Prime Minister has several times exhorted us to become the global leaders. At some stage, we must be number one today in that. Now, what are the R&D organizations which are giving the necessary funds for research? AICTE Research Promotion Scheme. We have most of you working as faculty from several colleges, several engineering colleges. Would I applied for that? We have applied a couple of them. AICTE Research Promotion Lab to Market. So it's a restructured flagship program. Now you can get up to 50 lakhs over 2 to 3 years to develop a product, but it should have a standing or status of technology readiness level, TRL, of 0.5 or above. You know what is meant by technology readiness level, otherwise you must read it, you must see the Google. Technology readiness level is, can we, how ready are we with this product to put straight into the production stage? A technology readiness level of 9 is very good. That is almost the last. So it goes as a product. 8 is next to that, some more development. 7 is few more development. And below 7, it's a lab product. It's no more a ready product. So if you have a technology readiness level of 8 or 7 or 8, you can certainly apply for this. Then there is a fellowship, AICTE Production Fellowship. For approved colleges, they will give you this fellowship to bring into raw graduation project ideas into viable prototypes. So you may be seeing some of your students in the college having excellent ideas. They may not be outstandingly brilliant. I can tell you that. They are not so brilliant academically. They may be average or above, just above average, but they are very, very good, excellent in practical prototype building or making a good product. Identify such talents, develop it, and then try to make it a commercially viable product. That's one alternative. Now, I told you umbrella government schemes like Anusandhan National Research Foundation. Several programs are available under this. We are trying to work on a program called Mahadrone program. And actually, we can get up to 50 crores there. 50 crores. If you can justify your delivery, deliverable product, that I can supply this, I can deliver this, can go up to 50 crores. So, and then, advance, TRL, as I mentioned to you, TRL 4 or TRL 7 will qualify for lab to market development. These are all the various steps established sustained revenue. Now, based on the co-founding model, we will get the ANRF funding up to 50 crores, I told you. This is, you are aware of, all colleges, almost all of your colleges will have these startup programs, future technology lab, startups, etc. So I don't need to go into details. Now, which are the national labs and facilities or organizations which will offer? Department of Science and Technology. They are the first and foremost to support your research, scientific research, DSG. There are several schemes. I'll briefly see a couple of schemes I'll briefly show. CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. I was fortunate to work in one of the CSIR labs. National Aerospace Laboratory, where focus was on aircraft development, aircraft science, aerospace research work. So support ISRO also in there, ISRO and DRDO. We were together, NAL and DRDO labs together, developed a couple of many drones, and are ready for the doing the duty. Now, PRISM, promoting innovation in individual, this is also a CSIR initiative. DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, they have its branches of several laboratories, ADE, LRDE, CARE, Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics. They will all support research, provided you go with a convincing research program. We also have Aeronautics Research and Development Board. I must have done by now, I must have done about 10 to 15 projects from IRDP. It's very useful, and also you also learn a lot, and you are doing small contribution towards the development in science and technology to the country. ISRO, I don't need to tell you what their contribution is. Ministry of Earth Sciences, they will give you projects. Department of Biotechnology, Atomic Energy. The DST, largely about DST, plays a pivotal role in S&T in the country, science and technology. I have also shown a slide, a picture here, the center of it. They have special programs for AI promotion, IT and AI promotion. They also have following program, instrument development program, joint science and technology projects, data management programs, and several of them. If you go to their website, I have given you CSIR. Oh, this is sorry. You should have read the department of DST. I'm very sorry. Give wrong www.dst.in. This is a program, very inspiring program called Inspire. What exactly it is shown? They have several components. Scheme for early attraction of talents of science, scholars for higher education, and so on and so forth. I have given 2 pictures. You can look at this. There's a series of programs. Seeds. She is a scholarship for higher education, etc., etc. They also have extramural research fund for individuals, retired people, or those who are willing to take up research work on their own for a period of time. Then second one, interesting. This is one I was mentioning about. Industries may be interested in this. High risk, high reward research. It's like investing in a risky, high risk, in a high risk share market. You take risk, but the results or dividends are high. But there is also a chance of risk. You take that chance and do that. So you may not get results which you decide, but still you try to endeavor, and then you learn from that and go for the next one. And they have to have an early career research award for students or youngsters. This is about CSIR. I've already told you about it. DRDO labs. They have several laboratories. Aeronautics Research and Development Board, Armaments Research Board, Naval Research Board, Life Science Research Board, Aeronautical Development Agency. That's in Bangalore. There are 3 more DRDO laboratories in Bangalore itself. As I mentioned, Aeronautics R&D Board supports R&D projects in areas of mainly aerospace engineering, but related fields, not necessarily aerodynamics or aerospace structures, etc. Many venues are available in the fields of IT, AI communication, control system, etc. Under R&D, we are for R&D projects for R&D, Aeronautics Research and Development Board. We have in Sripati, we have completed 2 good projects sponsored by SIMAT. ISRO has a RESPOND program, they call it RESPOND. Main objective to establish strong links between premier Indian academic institutions and to conduct research in space program, to get R&D support to ISRO to them. Projects in the areas, advanced areas of relevance to space program are encouraged by them. Space Science and Technology Program Academy are expected to be directed towards, different space activities. They are very, very encouraging. I want to, at the end of it, I just want to say about the initiatives taken by our state Kerala. They have many, small and big, there are many. But what is directly related to the computer science or AI, information technology, I'm just quoting only 2 of them. Kerala State Council for Science, Technology and Environment promotion R&D activities in state, both in fundamental and applied research. Now, what we want is more applied research projects envisage implement. They have strong research schemes in data science, spatial decision support systems, MIS, expert systems, geoinformatics, big data, AI, machine learning, etc., etc. They also have a program called TDAP to provide support, steadiness, to catalyze the development of innovative need-based technology, which these results should end in a demonstration of a commercial environment. So, as I told you, these works should reach some TRL, technology readiness level, maybe of above 4, so that we can use it, take it to industry. As I always say, industry don't want excuses saying that, oh, this is not working, I didn't have money. They want finished products. At least TRL level 7 or 8 or 5. Say that this is what you can develop and this is our finished product. So it is towards that you should aim and work together. Now, I would like to conclude my presentation here, saying a few things. I have focused on academic institutions, and I told you in detail about relevance of R&D and organized organized research collaboration. We also presented a research mission and vision, research policy document by ICT. I presented to you. It is very inspiring, and then I think you should read the third. Student faculty interaction and modern technological growth, importance of interdisciplinary and divisional approach, collaborative work and sponsored research programs. Now, I have presented various fumble stones of what we are facing, what difficulties we are facing in a sponsored research program in the country, and industry's interaction. Industry, there is huge spasm between industry need and our research product. However good they are, take it from IIT, still there is a problem. So IITs have built their, we call incubation centers. Many IITs, I think almost all, have incubation centers wherein industrially required products or near completion are being made. Now, I have also talked to you about various government agencies funding the projects in problems faced by several problems, not one. AARD collaboration, the industry, explain. So what are the solutions? And are there mechanisms to track and promote research in academia industry atmosphere? Do we have? Are we at it? What should be the approach towards strengthening this industry academia partnership? We must do it, but what is the thing you should do? These are the questions, these are the open questions. We should ask ourselves and find a solution. Now, you should not enter it in an open-ended mode. Okay, you're happy, I asked these questions. Now, who will give the answer? Answer is from you yourself. You have to sit together, all writing people in the R&D and academia, both in academia and industry, act together. So that there is only one aim finally. Take our country into next decade, take the country to the most advanced in R&D. But I can say that without funding, no meaningful R&D activity can go in the academic institutions. With funding itself is difficult because you all know the problems. The unavailability of staff is busy, they have to do teaching and you have to face students. And at the end of a semester, it is not the R&D which you have to face. It is the exam. The students have to face the exam and you have to get good results. That is the proof of the pudding. So the proof of the pudding as far as academics is concerned, number one is results. Good results. 100%, 80%, 90%. So the second proof of the pudding, that means R&D delivery, is hampered by that. So what is the solution for that? I cannot give, one cannot give you instant solution. You have to think for a long time about it. Increase the staff strength. If you want to increase the staff strength, who will pay? Then get the projects without showing appreciable amount of development. No one will give you project. Think of a self-financing institution like ours. It's so difficult to get the project because they will think 10 times before you give a project because you have your own kind of results you deliver. So they think hard because for their hard-earned money, or at least government, they're accountable. So on and so forth. There are the issues which we are facing. So ultimately, to conclude, one can say that a lot more of organized effort in terms of STEM. What is STEM? Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. As well as funding has to be taken to take India to the international levels, to the present century standard instead. I will stop here and thank you very much for the patient listening. I hope there are some inspirational things as far as R&D is concerned. Now, if you have any discussion or presentation, if you have anything to discuss with me, I felt that the video made by Infosys is very good. It's also addressing many of the problems faced by them as an industry and R&D. So thanks again. I'll keep the session open for discussion. Thank you. I'll stop here. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll stop here. If there are some questions or...
Yeah, sir. Participants, please, if you have some questions, please post in the chat box or you can unmute yourself and ask. Mhm. Sir, we have some questions in the chat box.
Okay, can I see the, yeah. Where is the chat?
Uh,
Yeah,
there is an option called as chat, sir. If you
One
click on it, you will get it.
one second. One chat, yes.
If it is not visible, we shall read out it for you.
No, I am able to see.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
yeah. Anjana Murali, right? Yeah. But what is the question? I'm not able to see the question. View messages. Who can see you? Messages everyone. I'm not able to see the message.
Yes, sir, I will read out the question.
Oh, please.
Yeah, one query is how can research projects be systematically converted into startup opportunities for students?
Yeah. Actually, I mentioned this in the beginning. There should be a faculty-student interaction because some guidance should be given from faculty to strong guidance, and strong conviction from the students and faculty. If the faculty is because students alone cannot decide whether it's a finished product or can reach to a technology readiness level. So through the faculty, you can the faculty readiness level convert into a product. They can help them, and there are many of the startups SME, what is called small, medium, and the industrial ready programs. You can go to that, can do that. Not a problem. Absolutely no problem. It's a very welcome thing. In fact, from I think many of the IITs are doing that. Many of the IITs or NITs are doing that, and many of the colleges are doing that. No problem. It's not an issue. Can be done. Okay. But faculty-student interaction, the group of students who are doing that should have a convincing interaction with the faculty, and its faculty or the leader or the person. I mean the faculty from the institution who is responsible for taking it to the higher ups before the students. Okay, next one. Does that answer the question? Does that answer the question? I don't know. Okay, if that answer, next question we can go. There is next question. New chat. New chat. Maybe.
The next question is what are the most common reason research proposal get rejected by funding agencies?
Yeah, there are. Good you ask the question. So one is that it should have one should have, if you see the domain of the one should have done extensive survey in the literature, what has been done earlier. Now it should not be a duplication. It should not be a duplication idea or concept or the whatever instrument. So for that, one has to do the necessary survey. Now, literature survey also will tell you whether it's earlier somebody had done similar things, not exactly the same thing, similar things. So, if for a project like it's not a novel PhD work or anything like that. So there can be some amount of commonality or overlap or even plagiarism in that, because you are not developing a brand new idea, but you are developing a new concept or new machinery or new device. For that, there are many ways to reach that. There are many roads to go to the same goal. So that's okay. So you have done the literature survey, a good, strong literature survey, A. B, now you have to study the requirement of the sponsor. So who is the sponsor? Let us say one lab, DRDO lab or a ISRO lab. Now, you have to have communication with them, some preliminary communication with them, and you also will have to see what product they need. And will it go into their program? Is it relevant to their program? See how strong how new it is, how original it is. Then finally, the credentials of the people, credentials of the project principal investigators, project investigators, and also the standing of the organization. These are 5 factors which will go into the consideration. Then if you are asked to present, it has to be presented very, very convincingly, and you have to show that you have to show that you can sell your product. In such cases, see, I have told you during my presentation, there is always a negative part of it for the institution wise. A small institution, a self-financing institution, I say not very highly reputed, they may face some problem in giving, even if it is a very good work, unfortunately. So that's called, yeah, I told you about de-biased, look at the merit of the problem. But we are biased. Our funding agencies are, unfortunately, some of them are biased because 2 things. One is that how to get, industry will look how to get their money back. If get 100%, 150%, will they get that if we invest? 2, if it is government agency, they have the accountability. They give you 10 lakhs, they have to account for it. They have to say that at the end of your work, if they are convinced that all the criteria are met with, certainly, I think there is no great problem in getting it right. So the reason for rejection, in my opinion, is the way it's presented, the lack. Also, I should say that there will be total clarity in the report. I mean, the project proposal. Nothing left unturned. So there should not be any missing links, or there should not be any loose ends here. So then it always helps if you have previous contact with somebody in the institution, because it's like you ask one person to get a help from some person. Now, if it's a stranger, the chances that you will get that help is very, very low. Now, if there is a non-person and you're asking help from them, the chances are better. But this is secondary. Primary, of course, is that you must meet with all the other requirements of the projects. By and large, I don't see great problems in this case. Does this answer your question, or do you have any more to explain?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, next. Unfortunately, I am not able to see these questions in my chat.
So we don't have any further questions in the chat box, so we will conclude the session.
Yeah, I am very thankful to all of you, Institute, Sripati, SIMAT, and those who listen to me carefully. I'm very thankful. And then more than anything else, I want to drive this idea that R&D is very, very important. It is not an ornament. Must realize those who take decision makers in the institution also should realize that it's not an ornamental parameter. It's a necessity. For accreditation by NAC, or you must have MBA. I think it's a necessary and not sufficient, necessary condition. And at the end, when you do a project and when you successfully complete that, you will get the joy you get is unexplicable. Those who are completed will realize that. Institutions like where I was working, I mean, it was our daily bread and butter, so we have to finish it on time, or sometimes little later, and get The more the better you do, the better chances of incentive and promotion. Organization like ISRO, Space Department of Space, they are giving very high incentives for early finishing of the projects and the finished products. So everywhere it is so. Everywhere it is so. So if you enjoy, it's very good. So you should be driven by that motivation with a mission and vision, actually, by the institute, wherever you work. So identify the students. It's not easy, but you identify, and students should be your partners. Good students, hardworking, good students who can, and also this you must be hearing in anywhere in the institution, 9 to 5 job. Your research is not a 9 to 5 job. You should be ready to spend hours. You all, those who have done your PhD, they will know what it was. So any R&D is not a 9 to 5 job. Should be ready to, you have gone to there by design and not by pushing. So if you design, then and good interaction with the students and possible interaction with the R&D organizations in the country and industries in the country, you will be benefited by even people who have done a lot of work earlier. Consult them, IITs, IIC, DRDO labs, etc. They're ready. They will help you. They will certainly help you. If not one, the person will. So with this, I will conclude. Thank you very much. And hope. The next presenter is going to talk about thesis and paper application. And so, very good. So it's also, it should be equally inspiring. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for patiently answering all the questions and sharing your valuable experience.
Thank
I
you.
invite all participants to provide their valuable feedback. If anyone, please come forward.
Hi everyone. Yeah, my name is Anu. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. S.P. Subramanian sir, Principal Sribadi Institute of Management and Technology, then convener Ms. Srishma K, HOD CSC, the coordinator Ms. Nishma Jinesh, and the co-coordinators Neelima Mohan and Ms. Abanna V for organizing such an excellent FDP. Yes, it was really excellent. And over the past 6 days, we had a privilege of attending sessions delivered by eminent academicians, researchers, and industry experts. Here, one thing I want to add here is the FDP was the perfect blend of academic depth, practical insights, and research orientation. And each session provided valuable takeaway that can be directly applied in teaching, research, and professional development. Thank you so much. And I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the entire team, the management, organizing committee, the resource persons, and everyone who worked behind the scenes to make the program grand success. Special thanks to each of the resource person. Every sessions were very excellent, excellently delivered, and it was interactive. And we feel like they are all are knowledgeable. And thank you. I'm not mentioning any one of the resource person's name. Thank you once again, and thank you for such a wonderful learning experience. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, SIMAT team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. If anyone, please come forward. Then I invite Ms. Rishma K, HOD of CSE department to conclude our FTP.
Thank you, Aparna. And now we are in the valedictory session of our 6-day faculty development program on intelligent computing technologies. So over the past 6 days, we have explored various technologies which was delivered by the eminent experts. And I believe that this program has provided a valuable platform for learning and knowledge sharing. So I express my sincere gratitude to all our distinguished resource persons for sharing their expertise, and also our respected principal, coordinators, organizing committee members, and faculty members for their support and efforts. And definitely to all the participants for your involvement and active participation throughout the program. I sincerely hope that the knowledge and experiences gained will inspire continuing learning, research, and innovation. Thank you all, and I wish you all the success in your future endeavors. And regarding the certificates and recordings, we will be sharing at the earliest on or before this 30th June. So thank you all once again. We have shared the link for feedback in the chat box. Please do submit your feedbacks, and thank you once again, everyone.
മനസ്സിലായില്ല അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ക്രിസ്ത്യൻ ഒക്കെ ആ പുതുതായിട്ടാണ്